Welcome back to a new YouTube video, man. And in today's video, as y'all can tell by the title, a little story time. A few years ago, back in 2015, I was 13 years old. Now I'm 18, 2021, you feel me? This is the most embarrassing moment of my 18 years on planet Earth, alright? Before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all your friends, push them bell notifications. And yeah, let's get into this whole. This was back in 2015, first year of middle school. I was in the 7th grade. When we were in the 7th grade, we got iPads, you feel me? iPads instead of books, you feel me? So like, like how most schools, they work out of books. We used to work at iPads, you know what I'm saying? We got an iPad for school, right? And we were supposed to be using those iPads for schoolwork, right? Like how most schools use books and stuff for schoolwork, we use iPads, you feel me? We were allowed to use those iPads for games and stuff. We could take the iPad home. We could do, the iPad was actually officially for us. We actually bought the iPad and the iPad was actually for us, you feel me? So, but we had to take it every day to school for educational reasons, you feel me? There was this one girl who was in my class. I'm gonna call her Grapefruit, right? So Grapefruit was in my class, and I had a little crush on Grapefruit, you feel me? She was really nice and stuff, and me and her were talking, giving me that lovey feeling, you feel me? iPads back in the day, we used to have iOS 8 shit, motherfucker, back in the day, we had like the Apple ID stuff. We still have it today, but like it was a lot less complicated back in the day. Every single student had an Apple ID, and the Apple ID was literally the first and last name at iCloud.org, .com, whatever. It was kind of easy for me to find out her Apple ID so I could FaceTime her. This is her first name, this is her last name, at iCloud. So I was like, okay, shit, that's kind of easy. It's not a phone, you feel me? It's an iPad, so I don't need to ask for her number or something. Her first name or last name, I just put at iCloud whatever, you feel me? So it was kind of easy for me to come across her details to be able to FaceTime her stuff, because I wanted to be spontaneous. I wanted to call her out of nowhere and just surprise her, be like, oh yeah, what's up, this and that. Your boy typed in her last name and her first name and the Apple ID stuff, got that out the way. But yeah, I FaceTimed her, she picked up. Shit was hella awkward, I ain't gonna lie. It was like super light, it was like super late and stuff. She was just, like, what the fuck is you calling me? And back in the day, my 13-year-old ass didn't know how to handle a woman back in the day. I didn't know how to handle women, you feel me? So I was just there, acting all weird and stuff, thinking I was doing a good job, but actually I was doing a terrible job, you feel me? And I was also what you would call a simp, you feel me? I tried to like create a good conversation and stuff, I was trying to be nice, trying to give a lot of compliments and stuff, because back in the day I used to watch a lot of films, and me not knowing that life isn't a movie, I just used to, compliment her, keep on complimenting her and stuff, like me thinking that she would like that stuff, and eventually that if I keep on doing it, she'll like me. But like shit didn't work like that, you feel me? After like me trying to make her feel good, she was already like, she was feeling it. She was just like, oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, you're so like you're the best guy ever. All that bullshit, you feel me? Eventually, I started to admit to her that I liked her. So I told her I liked her. She was just like, oh, I'm so sweet. You're so sweet. All that motherfucking stuff. I didn't really get a response. When I asked her, I like you, I would expect her to say, I don't like you back, or I like you back, like something like that, you feel me? But my dumbass thought maybe I should just keep trying and maybe it'll work. I was just like, shit, man, this should be easy. Shit gonna be easy. So we had iMessages, right? I was iMessaging her with my emotional ass. I was sending like a hell lot of emojis and stuff, and it was getting like very, very, very like it was getting too much. Like I was just like, the whole time you just heard ping, 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 like like the iPhone notification sound. Like like everybody kept on hearing my iPad for like the whole time and stuff. Everybody was hearing my iPad like going ping, ping, ping the whole day. So everybody was thinking, bro, who the fuck is you texting, nigga? Like, bro, So my mom, she was finding it very strange that I'm getting texted 24/7, and I'm a 13-year-old kid. She's like, like, who was texting you this time of night and stuff like that, you feel me? And like we were FaceTiming a lot as well, and I was just doing my best just to try and impress the girl, you feel me? So there's this one day This one very day, it was on the weekend, it was in the school. We went to my auntie's house, and my big sister, my brother was there too, cousins were there, and my little sister was there, and my auntie, of course, too, and my mom. We went to my auntie's house with the whole family. When I got there, I went straight upstairs. So I received like a bunch of messages since I had no Wi-Fi, and I went there and I got Wi-Fi. Eventually, I like my whole iPad started like fucking get spammed by all these messages, you know? So I went upstairs in the bedroom, just like chilling, you know, just doing whatever, and obviously texting her at the same time, right? That specific moment, I sent her a poem. I sent her a love poem. I sent her a love poem, right? I can't exactly remember. I also sent her some other stuff, like a hella load of like some hella cringy shit. You feel me? Like some dumbass cringy ass shit. Like, bro, I wish I never did what I did, but like I just sent that. Half an hour later, my mom calls me, right? She just asked me like, what am I doing on my iPad? I was like, nothing. It's like, and she was like, come downstairs with your iPad right now. I'm just like, oh. I don't want my mama to see that I'm talking to girls, but I didn't know what to do. So I came downstairs. Everybody was downstairs. Like everyone was in the living room. I was the only one upstairs. She asked me to come downstairs and bring the iPad with me. So I was like, oh shit. I didn't know what to do. I just took the iPad downstairs. She was like, what are you doing on the iPad? I was like, nothing. She's like, give me your iPad. I want to look at it. I gave her the iPad. That very moment, Grapefruit had just texted me at that specific moment. Bear in mind, like I saved her as like her name, in this case like Grapefruit, with like a lot of emojis at the end. My mom obviously saw that. So as soon as she texted me, my mom clicked on the notification and she saw all my. So my mom, she sees the notification and she taps on the notification, and let me tell you this, she saw all my conversations with Grapefruit. Everything. She saw the poem, she saw me simping, she like all the cringiest shit. She just saw me, like she just saw all my cringy shit. Like she saw everything, like the pictures she sent me, all the conversations we had, like nothing like bad or nothing, like nothing like that bad, but it was so cringe, bro. Like it was unbelievable. And my mom read out the poem that I read to her. Like she showed her my auntie, be like, oh, look at this. And I was like, oh no, bro. I got so mad. I started to cry. I was crying like a bitch. Like I was really crying like a bitch. They were laughing and stuff. My auntie was dying, bro. My auntie was in tears. You know, she was just laughing her ass off. And my mama was like, you know, showing her everything. And I was just like, I was just so emotional that day. Now my mama knows what I'm doing with this girl. She eventually explains to me, like, so like after all that, so like she like, but bear in mind they were screaming, bro. They were screaming. They were like screaming and like laughter because my mom, my auntie was dying, and all my brother and sister and my cousins and stuff, and my little sister were there, and like they were hearing every single thing that my mama said, and you know, like all of that. So I was like, for real, I was just sitting there like this. But eventually, after all the embarrassment, my auntie and my mother explained to me that this stuff happens to everybody. We've all experienced this before. It's okay. Blah 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 blah. I didn't give a flying F what my mama had to say, cause I've just been embarrassed in front of my whole family. You feel me? And that's not even the worst part, bro. The worst part is like after I go back upstairs, I'm just there like. So after that, Grapefruit all of a sudden just decided to say, you know what? Fuck you nigga. Fuck you nigga, bro. I'm tired of you. You know, you so annoying, this and that shit. Like I was just like, bruh, so you gonna tell me that I just been embarrassed in front of my whole family just to get a whole ass not even like rejection, like bro, like I don't even call it a rejection, but like, that's just, bro. Well, don't ever talk to me again, bro. It was so annoying, bro. Bro, I don't want you in my life. All that like ratchet shit, bro. I understand it because I was being hella cringy and annoying and stuff, and I can now understand why. But like back in the day, I didn't even know what I was doing, bro. I didn't even know how that shit worked and all that stuff. Yeah, shit. That night was a very emotional night. I can tell you that. We went back onto good terms like a few years later. That was really it, to be honest, man. This was my most embarrassing story time. That was really it, man. If you liked the video, leave a like.